Seoul, BTS youngest member, Jungkook, once again became the victim of a Sasaeng intrusion just one day before his 28th birthday. Police arrested a woman in her 40s after she trespassed into his residential complex in Yongsan-gu, Seoul, late on August 30, 2025. According to Yongsan Police Station, the suspect, identified only as A, entered the apartment's parking lot at around 11:20 p.m. by tailing another vehicle. Her suspicious actions were quickly noticed by the security guard on duty. The guard immediately called the authorities, and the woman was taken into custody without major resistance. When questioned, she claimed she thought the place belonged to a friend, but police described her statements as incoherent. The incident shocked fans as it happened just a day before Jungkook's birthday on September 1st. The singer had only recently returned from Los Angeles after spending over a month working on BTS' upcoming album. This case adds to the long list of security threats Jungkook has endured due to obsessive fans, commonly known as sasaengs. For years, he has repeatedly faced invasions of privacy that put his safety at risk. In June 2025, only one day after completing his mandatory military service, a Chinese woman attempted to break into his home by repeatedly entering the door code. The alarm went off, neighbors raised the alert, and she was eventually arrested. Earlier the same year, Jungkook and Jimin were harassed during a private holiday in Switzerland. Stalkers followed them, secretly taking photos and videos that were later leaked online, sparking outrage among fans who demanded respect for their privacy. In March 2025, a fan brazenly visited Jungkook's home and slid a handwritten letter under his door. The act, filmed and shared by the intruder herself, was widely condemned by ARMY, who stressed that idols' homes are not tourist attractions. Jungkook has openly addressed such issues during Weverse live streams. He revealed his discomfort with fans sending unsolicited food deliveries to his address, describing the act as both unsafe and invasive. He also shared how some individuals would wait outside his home or gym, further intruding on his daily life. Jungkook pleaded with fans to stop such behavior, emphasizing his need for privacy. In November 2023, another sasaeng incident occurred when Jungkook dined with Cha Eun-woo and Jaehyun. A foreign fan secretly recorded the dinner and even stole a used paper cup from Jungkook, later boasting about it online. A year later, in July 2024, a sasaeng account surfaced online threatening to leak Jungkook's passport details unless paid. The blackmail attempt drew widespread anger from fans and calls for HYBE to pursue legal action. These repeated incidents highlight the severe risks Jungkook faces despite increased security measures. Each case has amplified global concern over the safety of idols targeted by obsessive individuals. HYBE has attempted to reinforce its security systems, but sasaengs have continued to find ways to invade Jungkook's private life. The sasaeng phenomenon is not new in K-pop, but the cases surrounding Jungkook are considered extreme. They go beyond annoyance to the level of actual threats to his safety. Observers believe the latest incident, occurring right before his birthday, should serve as a serious wake-up call. Both law enforcement and HYBE are under pressure to ensure better protection for the singer. Fans have launched a global campaign online with hashtags demanding maximum protection for Jungkook. They emphasize that true support should never turn into a danger to an idol's well-being. Within online communities, ARMY has strongly agreed that sasaeng behavior must no longer be tolerated. They stress that idols are human beings who deserve personal space and safety. Korean entertainment analysts argue that Jungkook's experiences reveal the darker side of global fame. Popularity attracts mass admiration, but also dangerous attention from obsessive fans. Yongsan police confirmed that they are continuing their investigation into the woman arrested on August 31st. She could face charges of privacy invasion and trespassing. HYBE issued a brief statement reaffirming that the safety of their artists remains a top priority. The agency promised to fully cooperate with authorities to prevent similar incidents. The case has also sparked public discussion in South Korea about the need for stricter laws to protect celebrities from sasaeng harassment. Lawmakers have even proposed specialized regulations. International fans have pointed out that sasaeng threats are not limited to Korea. The Switzerland incident and the passport blackmail case are prime examples of overseas harassment. The international press has widely reported on the issue, portraying Jungkook's case as evidence that idol security requires far stronger measures as K-pop's global influence expands. Jungkook himself has not yet commented directly on the latest intrusion. Fans, however, hope he can celebrate his birthday in peace despite the troubling circumstances. The incident underscores the paradox of K-pop stardom. Idols are global icons, yet constantly struggle to protect their personal lives from invasive behavior. Psychologists warn that such repeated intrusions could also impact idols' mental health. They argue that protection should extend beyond physical safety to psychological support. With cases continuing to emerge, public attention is now fixed on what concrete measures HYBE and law enforcement will take. Many fans demand strict action to prevent future invasions. The latest incident serves as a stark reminder that global fame often comes with grave risks. Ensuring idol safety is no longer optional but an urgent necessity. Fans believe that sasaeng culture can only be curbed through education and stronger regulations. True fans, they insist, are those who support respectfully while respecting their idols' private lives. The intrusion on the eve of Jungkook's birthday will be remembered as one of the most striking cases in K-pop's history of stalking, an urgent call for stronger protections for idols under the global spotlight. Industry insiders note that the latest incident could push HYBE to accelerate reforms in its security policies. The company has already been under pressure from fans and media to address privacy concerns more transparently. Legal experts in Seoul have suggested that sasaeng behavior should be categorized under stricter criminal offenses, with heavier penalties for stalking, trespassing, and personal data threats. They argue that current laws are insufficient to deter repeat offenders. Some fans have also called for increased international cooperation, pointing out that many sasaeng intrusions occur overseas when idols travel for work or leisure. Better coordination with foreign authorities could provide stronger protection. Meanwhile, advocacy groups for artists' rights have used Jungkook's case to highlight the need for mental health resources for idols. Repeated invasions of privacy, they say, can take a long-term psychological toll. Security professionals emphasize that while private guards and high-tech systems are effective, the ultimate solution requires cultural change among fans. Respecting boundaries is seen as essential to sustainable idol-fan relationships. As global attention grows, Jungkook's situation has become symbolic of broader issues within the K-pop industry. His case underscores both the immense popularity and the vulnerabilities of artists under constant public scrutiny. For now, HYBE has promised to review and strengthen its protection measures, though fans remain skeptical until they see concrete action. Pressure is mounting for the company to show accountability through real results. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining how both HYBE and South Korean authorities respond to this crisis. For Jungkook, the hope among fans is simple, that he can finally enjoy his milestones and daily life free from fear. Would you like me to extend this further into 10 to 15 more paragraphs, focusing on possible government policy changes, HYBE's next steps, and global media reaction? Lawmakers in South Korea have hinted that they may propose new legislation to directly address sasaeng crimes. Such measures could include harsher penalties for stalking idols, increased fines for data theft, and faster judicial processes for harassment cases. Cultural commentators argue that the Jungkook case illustrates a broader challenge for South Korea as the home of Hallyu. While K-pop has become a global export and a source of national pride, the safety of its stars remains a vulnerable weak point. In response, some K-pop agencies have begun discussing the formation of an industry-wide task force. This coalition would share resources and coordinate with police to standardize security practices for idols across different companies. Internationally, Jungkook's situation has gained traction in major outlets like BBC, CNN, and The Guardian. Reports frame it not only as a celebrity issue but as a question of labor rights and workplace safety for artists in the entertainment sector. Public sentiment in Korea remains strong. Online forums and social media platforms are filled with messages demanding that sasaengs face harsher consequences. Many commenters emphasize that fan culture must evolve to ensure idols' humanity is respected.